Joining me now, Texas Representative Lloyd Doggett, a Democratic member of the Ways and Means Committee. Welcome back. Nice to see you, sir. Let's get into your reaction to this second whistleblower and what you see that meaning for the impeachment inquiry.
Well, thanks, Alex. This is really a deeply troubling, indeed dangerous time for our country. You have President Trump and his many Republican enablers out there flailing, grasping for anything, any excuse to justify the indefensible. You know, this is not, it is helpful to have a second whistleblower, another patriot, American patriot, risking his or her job in order to assure the preservation of our democracy. But this is not a political mystery. We have a star witness in this case, and that star witness is named Donald Trump. He has indicated the way he has used our tax money in order not to protect our national security, but to protect himself. And because he has put himself ahead of the security of our families and the preservation of our democracy, I believe that he should be impeached. And I hope we will be able to move expeditiously toward that objective.
May I use, sir, the words that you wrote in an op-ed this weekend to support your statement there? You wrote, Congress must do its job and impeach Trump. You write in part, responding to this unfit president with words alone is insufficient. Putting partisanship aside, only impeachment will preserve the rule of law. So right now, why do you think this is so important, preserving this rule of law, to your words there, right in this moment?
President Trump has breached his duty to our people. He has breached his oath of office. It's essential that those of us in Congress, that our founders envisioned would be a system of checks and balances to protect America, do our constitutional responsibility, as hard, as politically difficult as it may be. And I still hope some of our Republican colleagues will join us. We know that they face the torrent of abuse that President Trump has unleashed on Mitt Romney. But I hope some of them have the same courage that the Ukrainians previously showed in standing up to wrongdoing. We need them to join and speak out in favor of democracy, and I hope they will do it.
Congressman, another whistleblower I want to turn to now, that being the one dealing with the IRS. Richard Neal, who is chairman of the Ways and Means Committee on which you serve, says that he wants to interview a whistleblower who, according to the Washington Post, is alleging there were improper efforts to influence audits of President Trump and Vice President Pence's tax returns. Can you tell me if that meeting is any closer to happening?
You know, I've been concerned about political interference with the president's tax return since I asked questions to Secretary Mnuchin about this in March. Secretary Mnuchin ignored an opinion from within the IRS legal counsel office that shall means shall, and we should get the returns. He has ignored the responsibilities of the IRS commissioner, and as President Trump's former finance director, has interfered in this. This whistleblower's identity has been protected even from members of our committee in order to preserve the whistleblower's job. I hope that we will get to the bottom of this very soon, and that we say to whistleblowers throughout this administration, you have a duty to tell the truth. It's the truth that President Trump fears the most. That's why he's always attacking the fake media, because he doesn't want any independent verification of the wrongdoing that he repeatedly commits.
To that end, sir, the Washington Post reports that the Trump administration has dismissed this entire complaint as being, I think the word is flimsy, is the quote there, because it was based on conversations with other government officials. What's your reaction to that? Is it accurate? I mean, what can you tell us about this complaint?
I rely on the Inspector General. This is on the intelligence, the Ukrainian complaint I believe you're referring to. I rely on the Inspector General that President Trump appointed, who said it was urgent, that it was important, that there was a very important national security interest at stake here. That Inspector General had the opportunity to talk to more than one person. And now if more than one whistleblower comes forward, it simply confirms what President Trump has admitted, that he put himself first, that he used our tax dollars in abusing his oath of office, and that he continues to jeopardize our national security.
Texas Congressman Lloyd Doggett, many thanks for your time, sir. Much appreciated.